Hey, Sarah, do you have a second? I wanted to ask you if you thought a little bit more about what we were discussing earlier. Any new thoughts or feelings on it?
Oh, hey, Brendan. Sorry, what is it that you're talking about right now? I can't really seem to remember.
Wait, what? You've already forgotten about what we were talking about? Are you kidding me?
Sorry. It has just been kind of a crazy day, and I guess I don't have all of my thoughts exactly organized right now. Could you just remind me of what it was that we talked about?
I am talking about the thing with my mom. Don't you remember?
The thing with your mom. Oh, you mean about her moving in with us, right? Is that what you're talking about right now?
Yes, that is what I'm talking about. You know, ever since Dad died, I have just been really worried about my mom living all on her own. We were talking, and we both think that this could be a good chance for her to come and live with us.
Oh, that's right. And do you remember what I said? I think your mom is still pretty young and can probably take care of herself for at least a while more.
And just what makes you think that?
Well, I guess maybe it is possible that you just haven't noticed it yet. But your mom is always making demands of me.
And just what are you trying to get at by saying that? I think that just means that my mom sees you as someone that she can really count on. Don't you?
Well, it is more about the types of things that she is asking me to do. She is always calling me over to her house to drive her to the mall. Or when I come over, she just sits back and makes me do chores around her house.
Well, yeah. What doesn't make sense about that? You're the daughter-in-law, so what's the big deal?
And just what does being someone's daughter have to do with anything? Look, sorry, that isn't the point that I am trying to make right now. I think that if she is energetic enough to be going out of the house shopping, then surely she should also have enough energy to handle taking care of herself in her own home. Don't you think so?
But don't you see? What my mom really wants is people around her who she can do things with. She must be so lonely living all by herself.
I get that, but I just think that if she were to live with us, then the person who would end up having to accompany her everywhere would be me. And the thing is, I have my own schedule and things that I need to be doing. So if my plans keep getting hijacked to do whatever your mom wants, then I wouldn't be able to do a lot of what I need to do.
Oh, come on, Sarah. Surely you can just run your little errands on other days, right?
Some errands, sure. But there are some appointments and reservations whose dates and times can't be moved. What about those, Brendan?
Like what?
I mean, like certain doctor's appointments when they have a busy schedule and I can only get a certain time slot for a certain day. You know, I have already had to cancel a bunch of appointments like that because I was busy helping your mom with whatever she needed me for.
But why don't you just call the clinic and ask them to move it to another day?
Because sometimes the other day can be as far as several weeks away. And even then, it won't matter because if your mom calls on me and I try to explain that I can't miss it, she just won't take no for an answer.
Well, it sounds to me like you should find a new doctor who can show a little flexibility and empathy for their patients' busy schedules. I mean, are all the doctors you go to really constantly booked and that difficult to reschedule with? I mean, do you really need doctors that fancy that everyone needs to see them?
Fancy doctors? What is that even supposed to mean? I don't know what you're talking about right now.
I mean, I don't know. You see ads for clinics on TV and stuff, and so probably a lot of people go to them because they're famous from their ads. And then when everyone goes, you end up with long wait times for appointments. Are you going to some kind of place like that or something?
I really don't think that is what is going on with my doctors. Thank you for your concern, though.
So then what kinds of doctors are you going to that are so busy?
Doctors like dentists, Brendan! And just routine things that you need to do at certain times of the year, like yearly teeth cleanings.
Dentists? But there are so many. Surely you can just go whenever you want to any old clinic, right?
Brendan, are you seriously making me explain to you how making appointments at dental clinics work? Maybe you're just healthy enough that you really haven't felt the need to have regular checkups or anything like that. But yes, even for dentists, you need appointments. Besides, I like my current dentist and don't want to change clinics just to suit your mom's schedule.
You like your dentist? But they all do the same job, right? I don't really get how one could be better than the other.
Because, Brendan, they know about your medical history. They have seen your teeth change over time and know what is best for you and if you are improving or worsening. That is why you can't just switch dentists every time.
I still don't really get it. I don't know why a professional wouldn't be able to tell if you have good or bad teeth right there on the spot. Sounds like a kind of selfish reason to want to keep going to the same dentist.
Oh, really? So now you think that I'm being the selfish one here? Is that it?
Okay, let's not get distracted and just go back to talking about my mom moving in with us. I mean, she is my mother, so I feel like the answer should be pretty obvious.
Brendan, I have already given that matter all the thought that I plan on giving it.
But you're my wife, and her daughter-in-law. You have duties to us both.
Okay. If you really feel that way, then I can understand that. But can you at least tell her that if she does move in, that I will need some space to do my own things?
Come on, you really want to die on this hill? Why not just help out? She needs you.
No, of course I would help when I have the time. But she just needs to respect that there are times when I have appointments that I can't miss. And moreover, it's only been a couple of months since my own mom died. You remember that, right? So to have your mom move in all of a sudden would just be a lot for me, I think.
Is that what's got you so worried? Because your mom died?
What? Do you think that is rude of me or something to still miss my mom? It isn't that easy to just get over something like that, Brendan.
But it is rude. You are saying that my mom can't move in with us just because you still have baggage from your own mom dying. How is that even fair?
I can't believe this. Are you even listening to yourself right now? I think I am being totally reasonable with how I am handling this. Why are you acting as if I'm doing something wrong here?
Well, I just think that this might be a good chance to have another parental figure in your life who can give you advice since you seem to be having trouble getting over all of this.
Advice? And just what kind of advice do you think I need? My mom just died, and I think that if your mom moved in with us, that it would emotionally be a lot to deal with for me. I think that is a pretty solid read of the situation from my perspective.
But don't you see? You just have a hole that you need to fill now that my mom could do that for you. She could be like a new mom to you. And I think you're being very rude to her by denying her the chance to even try.
Brendan, I do not want a new mom. Do you understand me? I want time to grieve my own and get over it in my own time.
But you aren't listening to what I'm trying to tell you.
And right now, I don't think you are helping me in the recovery process at all. I appreciate your intentions, but this is something that I would like to focus on by myself, thank you very much.
But you shouldn't be like this, Sarah. You don't have to do it all alone. My mom could move in and she could help you get over this.
Brendan, I don't think that you two are the right people to help me get through this right now, okay? Especially your mom. I don't think I have ever gotten one good piece of advice from her. If anything, she just seems to be eyeing my inheritance.
What did you just say? Okay, Sarah, you are taking things too far. How could you even think of accusing my mom of something like that? Honestly, you are just getting really out of line now. Just the fact that you said that really hurt my feelings, you know?
Oh, really? Because whenever I have to interact with your mom, I always feel like my feelings are being hurt. Why can't you listen to what I'm trying to tell you right now?
It isn't that I'm not listening. I'm listening too well, actually. And all I am hearing from you right now are selfish excuses as to why you don't want my mom to live with us. My mom isn't a bad person like you think she is, okay?
But, Brendan, that isn't fair. I never said that she was a bad person.
Well, then what are you trying to say about my mom then? Huh?
I mean that she's just always saying things like, it must feel so good to own some land of your own now. Or, it is a good thing that you were a single child. Your parents left you everything. It just really hurts my feelings and makes me feel awful when she says things like that.
I don't get what the big deal is, though. I mean, she is just being honest with you, right? And none of those things that she is saying are incorrect.
But she is talking to me as if it is a good thing that my mom died. I don't want her inheritance. I just want my mom back.
But she can't come back, Sarah. See, this is what I mean. You don't have a healthy mindset about this right now. And isn't it better that you at least got something out of her passing? That is what should really matter.
So you really think that it is normal to be able to say those sorts of things to someone who has just lost their mother? I would never say anything like that to someone in my position. Why can't you see how these things would upset me? Why can't you understand?
I'm just telling you that you need to calm down and not think about these things so much.
How can you say something like this to me? That really hurts that you think I'm just overreacting.
It's okay. I know that you are just a really sensitive person. Maybe a bit too sensitive at times. You know, my mom was pretty sad when my dad died too. But she didn't let that get her down the way you are acting right now.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm not grieving in the same way that your mom did. But that doesn't mean that my way of getting over things is any better or worse than hers. It's just the way I am processing things.
Sure, but you can't live life like that, right? I mean, anytime you get in a car, you might die from a car accident, right? But that's just how life goes sometimes. So there is no point in being sad about it.
I don't think that means that you still shouldn't be able to mourn a loss or feel the pain from it happening anyways, Brendan.
Oh, Sarah. You know, sometimes you can just be so much for me to handle. Ever since we were dating, I've always had to take care of you.
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh? Well, if you are sick of seeing me like this, then can you please ask your mom to stop saying such thoughtless things to me?
Again with my mom, Sarah? I really think that you just haven't given her a fair chance. She really is a kind woman when you take the time to get to know her.
I've taken plenty of time, and I don't feel that way in the slightest. Can you both just stop bringing up my mom around me? It does nothing but upset me when you do.
Yes, of course. But my poor mom. I still worry about her, you know.
Are you talking about her coming to live with us again? Look, Brendan, I'm going to be completely honest with you. For the time being, I really can't see us living together going well, okay?
But can't you try and see things my way? My mom is already starting to get up there in age, and it just really makes me nervous now that she's living all by herself.
I'm sorry, but it's not the right time, okay? Maybe she could move into a house in the neighborhood so that we could at least live closer to one another?
But if she did that, then she would still have to manage all of the expenses by herself. And it isn't like we don't have the space for her. There would be plenty of room for all three of us.
I know that you might think that would be better than having your mom live alone, but I can just see my schedule being overridden by your mom if she moves in with us. And we're just going in circles now. I already said it would be okay, provided that you can make her promise that she'll respect my time and my schedule.
But if she moved in, then she would be on equal footing with us. So I don't think it would be fair of me to try and tell her how to live.
Which is why I keep saying that I don't think this is going to work. I'm sorry, Brendan, but my answer is still no. I just can't see us living together going well at all.
Okay, well, I think that you are the only one out of the three of us who feels that way, so... As it stands, the vote is a 2-1. I think that you should just accept that you are in the minority here and let this happen.
And just why does your mom get a vote in what happens in our house anyways, huh? And why do you think that you can just simply override whatever I say without even listening to my concerns?
Okay, Sarah, I'm listening. What is it going to take for you to be okay with my mom moving in with us?
You mean besides what I just told you? If she won't respect my time, then there's nothing you can do to convince me. And you know what? After this constant badgering, I'm starting to just not want to live with your mom no matter what. I'm sorry, Brendan. I am really busy right now. Do you think we can try and continue this at home, maybe?
You really just don't even listen to anything I say, do you?
I am listening to what you have to say. I just don't think that you like what I have to say back to you. Please, I'm really busy and would like to get back to what I was doing. Let's just talk about this later tonight at home, okay? Please?
All right, Sarah, I understand. But I don't think that my mom is going to like being made to wait so long for an answer, okay?
Okay, Brendan. I understand. Thank you. Brendan, you have got to do something about your mom, please. I am begging you.
What kind of way is that to talk about my mom? You should show her more respect.
I am talking this way because she is driving me to do so. She has called me over to her home to help her run errands every single day this week. And the only thing that she can talk about when I show up is how we are going to be living together. Do you have any idea what all of this is about?
I guess you just must be really excited to live together with us. I don't see why you have to make this a negative thing. I think it's a good sign.
What is good about this, Brendan? I think that she isn't looking forward to living together. I think that she is looking forward to having someone who can do everything that she wants for her. I mean, the last time that we went out, she was bragging to every single service worker who would listen about how excited she was to be moving in with her son.
And I'm excited too. I am more than happy to be a good son and be there for my mom in her time of need.
That is fine, and I'm glad that you have those convictions. But I do not think that you're listening to any of the concerns that I have been trying to share with you.
But you don't even work. You're just a housewife either way. So is it really that big of a deal if you have to do just a little bit more work when my mom is living with us?
It isn't about that. It's the fact that I don't want her living in the house with us at all. And why does your mom think that her moving in with us is already going to happen?
Because it is going to happen. The only person who doesn't want it to happen is you, and that simply isn't fair. I tried to convince you and explain to you why it's a good idea, but you just won't listen.
But your mom and I don't get along. We just don't enjoy being around each other at all.
Sarah, please. My mom is part of our family. How can you even say something like that about family?
Brendan, what are you even talking about?
I mean that if you have a problem getting along with a family member, is that any excuse to ignore their existence and leave them to fend for themselves? I was raised to see family as people who you are there for no matter what, even if you don't always get along. I mean, it is this way of respecting our blood relations that separates us from the animals, don't you think?
I have explained to you that the problems run much, much deeper than that. The answer is still no. She is still trying to call me out to her place to make me do whatever it is that she doesn't want to do herself. Honestly, the fact that I haven't said no to her yet has maybe been my fault. But even when I do go to her house and help her, all she ever does is nitpick at what I do for her.
Are you sure that the real problem you're having is that you just don't want to do a bit of extra work around the house? I think you just feel that it is nitpicking, but I think my mom just enjoys having a clean house. Besides, I am sure that she would barely ask you for anything while she was here, since you would just be continuing work that you normally do around the house already.
Look, I have done work around your mom's house before, okay? And if you want to talk about what family does, I think that when you ask family to help out around the house, that when they come to do you a favor, that it is polite to let little mistakes or things they might do differently slip by. But that's not what your mom does. Whenever she has a problem with something, she nitpicks and tells me that I'm doing things wrong. I wouldn't mind helping her half so much if she would just leave me alone.
I am sorry, Sarah, but I think that you are just looking at this whole thing in all the wrong ways. My mom says all of those things so that you can do a better job. She does it for your sake, but you just can't see it that way. Sometimes you really embarrass me. You know that.
Whatever, Brendan. I have given you my answer again and again, and it is still no.
So you really have no intention of stopping all this selfish behavior and acting like you have the right to make all of the decisions around here?
That isn't even what I'm doing. You're not being fair to me.
I am just saying what you said back to you. If you don't like what you hear, you can only blame yourself.
Well then, what should we do?
You know, Sarah, Both my mom and I are thinking that it is high time we stop letting you have your way in every single little thing that you want.
Oh, really? Because I really don't feel like I have been getting my way in much of anything around here. If anything, I feel like I have been spoiling you two.
And that just goes to prove my point even further about your selfishness.
So basically, you are saying that you have no intention of asking your mom to change any of her behavior for me.
Why would I? My mom has done nothing wrong. The one who is in the wrong here is you.
Okay, I get it. I see. Well, if that is how you want it, then fine. I guess I was stupid for thinking things would be any different. Hey, Brendan, are you there? We really need to talk about this. I mean, what is going on right now?
What's going on?
Brendan, please don't play dumb with me. I am really not in the mood right now. Why did a moving truck just pull up in front of our home right now?
Oh, is it today already? I hadn't even noticed the date. Yeah, my mom is coming to move in with us starting today.
She is going to do what? What is this? Why didn't I know about this? You never told me this is going to happen.
Well, yeah, of course I wasn't going to bother telling you about it. Because I knew that you would react exactly like this.
So you just didn't even bother telling me anything? You just thought that I would just allow it to happen once the truck showed up?
No, I wasn't really concerned one way or the other about how you felt about it. My mom and I decided, and that was that. We had the majority, so it was our choice.
What did you just say to me? Are you kidding me right now? You had no right to go and make a decision like this without consulting me.
Well, I consulted my mom. And she was really, really excited that it was finally going to happen.
And so you two just didn't even think to include me in this discussion?
Well, I tried to convince you before, but you just wouldn't listen. Besides, you're the wife, and these types of decisions are best left to the husband anyways. When you get married, you accept to take certain roles in the family. Didn't you know that?
What kind of foul drivel are you even saying right now? I can't believe that you actually think like that. That is just insane.
Look, the decision has already been made and there is no going back now, okay? It's over, so you should just accept the facts and move on. And if you don't like it, you can just move out of the house. How about that?
Are you being serious right now? Did you seriously just suggest that I should leave my own home?
I did. Because you don't have any right to overturn this decision that my mom and I have come to. So make up your mind. Because if you want to move, I'm sure you can talk to the moving truck people about rates to bring your stuff to your new place.
I really can't believe that it has come to this. I just never really thought that you were going to take it this far.
Well, I don't know why you would think that I wasn't serious about something like this. But the fact is that you were outvoted. So either accept the results or get out. But if you don't want a divorce, I suggest you stay at home and make sure all of my mom's belongings get handled safely.
Okay then. I'll make sure that they all get moved in properly. But then I'm putting the house on the market as soon as I can.
Wait, hold on. You're going to do what?
I mean, that's what you said, right? If I don't want to live with you two, then I had best find a new place to live. And don't worry, I think I'll be able to find my own moving people.
What? But sell the house? What are you talking about? Oh, I see what you're doing. This is just a bluff, isn't it? There is no way you would ever sell this house. You really had me going there for a second.
Don't believe me if you want. I really don't care anymore. Either way, I am going to start getting my things ready for the move.
Wait, Sarah, let's just talk about this.
Talk about what, Brendan?
Can you just go to our room and check the top drawer of the desk there?
And just why should I do that, huh?
I just think that if you check that drawer that you'll find something that might make you change your mind about this whole moving business.
What? What is this? Divorce papers? Are you serious?
That's right. Divorce papers. And I am very, very serious.
But the places where you need to sign are all empty, so...
Yes, that's right. Ready to be signed at any time.
So why should I care about this?
Think about it. You're just a housewife. You don't even work. Do you really think a divorce is in your best interests?
What are you trying to say?
I mean that if I divorce you, then you'll be left with nothing. How do you expect to live without your husband providing for you, huh?
Is that what you think is going to happen?
That's right. You'll have nothing. So think about it. Do you really want a divorce when that is going to be your future? You ought to just be a good wife and accept that your husband has made a decision that is final.
Okay. I understand, Brendan.
Good. I am glad that you're finally starting to see reason.
So I should sign these and then leave them here for you to finish, then?
Wait. What?
The divorce papers, of course. I've accepted my situation and decided that I don't really like it.
Wait. Hold on. Do you even know what you are saying right now, Sarah?
Yes, of course I do. I am thinking very, very clearly right now, Brendan.
But we are talking about divorce here. The end of our marriage.
I am very aware of what divorce means, thank you.
And you're sure that this is something that you want to go through with?
Brendan, out of the two of us, you seem to be the one who can't understand what is going on right now. I mean, you were the one who told me that I should move out in the first place. So you really shouldn't mind if I divorce you then. I mean, what is the point of staying married if we won't be together anymore?
Wait, just hold on. If you divorce me and move out, then what will you do next, huh? Where can you go?
I don't really see how that will be any of your business after you and I split up.
Well, no. I guess not, but still. Don't you think that you'll regret this? Think about what you're walking away from. And for what? You have no prospects. You'll have nothing.
I feel like I should be the one telling you that, actually.
Just who do you think you are? You can't talk to your husband that way. Well, fine then. See what happens. Divorce me. I dare you to. Sign the papers and see what becomes of your life, Sarah.
Yes, let's see what happens.
Hey, Sarah, pick up the phone.
What? What could you possibly want now?
Some people from the real estate company came down and were threatening my mom, telling her that she would have to move out of our house. What is that all about, huh?
I don't really think they were threatening her so much as they were serving her, and you for that matter, your eviction notice. You two will have to move out.
What? What do you mean? Why would we have to move out of our own home?
I told you, didn't I? I'm putting the house up for sale. So you have until the end of the month to pack up all of your things and get out of there.
But I never agreed to that. I never signed anything saying that I would sell the house.
And just why do you think that your permission was needed to do any of this? After all, this house belonged to my parents and they left it to me.
Wait, you can't mean...
That's right. It is my name on the deed. The house is all mine to do with however I please.
Well, sure. From a legal perspective, sure.
That's right. And since we've already sent away those divorce papers, I want you and your mom out of my house at once.
That's right. We are divorced now.
Yes. Yes, we are. What is your point?
So then, we still have to split up our things, right? I should get half of what you have, right?
And just why do you think that you are entitled to half my things?
Because we were married and now we're divorced. So I should own half this house. You can't just sell it without my permission.
Oh, is that really how you think this works?
That's right. Of course it is. And just because this house is something you inherited from your parents doesn't mean that it's immune from being split up in a divorce. There is no way that you have the right to kick me and my mom out of here.
Brendan, honestly, what are you talking about? Of course you don't get any part of this house.
You're lying. I don't believe you one bit.
I'm really not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth. Inherited goods fall outside the purview of what gets split during a divorce. They fall into their own special category of assets.
A special category of assets? I've never heard of anything like that. You're making all of this up.
No, it really is true. Things inherited from one's parents don't count as shared goods between a married couple. They remain personal property to do with as I see fit.
But this can't be. My mom was saying that she was going to get to live a nice, relaxed life in the big house that your parents left for you.
Well, of course she would say something like that. It is like I told you. She was just interested in what was left to me, but not me as a person at all.
But Sarah, you're my wife. We were married. You took my last name.
But that still doesn't give you any claims on my inheritance. Same last name or not. Even if we were still married, what I got from my parents would still be mine to do whatever I want with. You still wouldn't have a say in what I did with them.
What are you saying? This can't be right. I don't believe this. I'm your husband. You should have signed over everything you had to me to begin with.
Actually, you're not my husband anymore. And why would I ever need to do something like that for you? Show me what law says that it is something I'm required to do. Besides, you still have a bit of the inheritance that your dad left you after he passed away, don't you? Maybe you can use that to buy a new home for you and your mom.
No, I don't have any of it left. It's all gone.
Wait, what? Are you serious? I know he didn't leave you that much, but... It's all gone?
Well, my mom actually spent everything going on a bunch of trips and shopping and things like that. So when your parents died, I was actually a bit relieved because I thought it meant that I would have some money to my name again. And my mom thought the same thing.
The both of you are just terrible, awful people. And that is when you thought it would be a good idea for her to move in?
Yes, that's right.
You two are just complete idiots.
Hey, you can't talk about my mom that way, Sarah.
Sure I can. And I mean it. The both of you are just horrible, cruel idiots.
You can't say those kinds of things about us. How can you call your own husband an idiot?
Brendan, you signed the divorce papers yesterday. You know that we aren't married anymore and you aren't my husband.
But I just...
Anyways, I've already found a buyer for the house, so you two really don't have much longer there. And if you don't leave by the deadline, then there is going to be no choice but to call the police and have you arrested for trespassing. Remember, you have absolutely zero claim to that house, so you better move out.
But we can't just pack up and leave. My mom just got here.
Well, you don't have much choice. I guess you should take some leave from work and help your mom start to pack up. Then again, with your company, who knows if they'll let you take the time off.
But we don't have the kind of money to just get up and move right now.
What are you talking about? I know you're not rich, but surely you must have some savings lying about.
I did. But I used them all to pay for my mom to come here and move in with us. And I also gave her some money so that she could pay off some debt she owed to other family members.
Wow. Your mom spent so much of what she had that she had to go ask family members for loans?
Yes. And when I asked them how much she owed, I basically ended up having to give them the rest of my savings for them to agree to call it even.
Oh, I see. So that's where all your money went. And you thought that you would just never tell me about that and use our shared account to replace what you lost?
But it's money that I earned too. I should be able to use as much of it as I want to.
Brendan, you hardly contribute anything to our shared account. Are you really going to act so entitled to it?
But it's shared. It should be for both of us, right?
Sure, I suppose that I never really minded anyways. But the fact is that the two of you are going to have to move out of the house. Then again, you could always try and see if you could leave the house for yourselves.
What do you mean?
I mean that the real estate person that came over to tell you two to leave also happens to be the new owner of the house. So maybe you could talk to him and ask if it would be possible to lease the house so that the two of you could keep living there.
You really think something like that could work?
Well, I don't think it is going to be an easy time convincing him to let you do so, since he bought it with the intention to flip it, but if he said yes, then at least the two of you wouldn't have to move out. Of course, that would mean that you would have to pay rent to keep living there. And that all hinges on if he says that he'll let you lease it.
That is a great idea. I'll try asking him right now. He left us his card when he came by earlier, so I'll call him right away.
You do that, Brendan. Good luck with everything.
I called that real estate guy and he said that he would want $3,000 a month to let us stay there.
Was that the estimate he gave you?
Yeah, it was. That is crazy expensive.
Well, I'm not the owner anymore, so I don't really have a say in how much the house should be worth.
But you're working with the guy. You have to try and say something to him. Please.
Sorry, say what to who again?
To the real estate guy. The guy that you said that you sold the house to. You have to say something to him.
And just what do you think that I should try saying to him, Brendan?
Tell him that he has to lower the price that he's asking for to let us lease it. Tell him that it is way too expensive and that my mom and I won't be able to afford it.
But Brendan, why would I go and do something like that? I don't understand.
I just told you, Sarah. My mom and I can't afford the house if it is that expensive. So you have to go and tell him to lower the price.
And why can't you and your mom afford a price like that, Brendan?
Because we just can't. We don't have the money and he is asking for too much.
And why do you think that I should be sticking my neck out to try and help someone who I no longer have anything to do with? Huh?
Because you used to own the house and we are trying to live here. Why do you always have to make things so difficult, Sarah?
You're right. I did used to own the house. But what does that have to do with you?
Because my mom and I still want to live here. So just talk to the buyer and tell him that he should be charging us less to lease the place out.
And what would be in it for me?
What? What do you mean by that?
I mean just that. What would I have to gain from doing something like that for you?
What would you have to gain? Well, I would agree to remarry if you did. How about that? You know, divorced women get a really bad rap. So we can go back to the way things were and pretend like none of this ever happened.
No, Brendan. I said, what do I have to gain from doing that? That sounds like a complete loss to me. And tell me, even if I did agree to remarry you, would you still want your mom to come and move in with us? Would you still let her just use my inheritance like her own personal piggy bank? Because I can't see how any of that works out in my favor.
But you're just a housewife. You don't even work. If you remarry me, then you won't have to find a job and can just keep living the way that you have been living.
Brendan, my life has nothing to do with yours anymore. Whatever I choose to do with my life from now on, I want you to have zero part in it. I know that I will have a happier time living on my own than getting back with you.
But how? It won't work out for you.
I'll be honest with you, Brendan. The truth is that one of the reasons why I don't want you in my life is that I just really, really hate having to deal with your mom.
What are you saying? How can you say something so cruel like that?
And the other thing is that when my parents passed, they actually left me several properties. They made their money as landlords charging rent for various estates. But because your mom was obviously so eager to try and sink her claws into my inheritance and get as much money from me as she could, I know that the smart thing to do was to keep quiet about what I really got from my parents. So I quietly took on all of the properties and kept it a secret from the both of you, since I knew it wouldn't be good if either of you knew about them.
So then, what are you trying to tell me?
I am trying to tell you that I make more than enough off of the rent that I collect to be able to live comfortably on my own. I'm not worried about what is going to happen to me in the future at all.
But I didn't know any of that.
Well, now that you do, I never want to hear from either of you ever again. I don't need or want you in my life ever again. You or your mom. Do you understand me?
Wait. Sarah, please.
I will not. We're through, Brendan.
But at least lend me some money. Please, we have nothing. You have got to help us out.
Yeah, that isn't going to happen either.
But I'm begging you. Please, we have nowhere else to go.
I said no. I have used up all of my patience already dealing with you and your awful mom. Well, I am through with the both of you now.
Hey, come on. Please stop bad-mouthing my mom like that. She really is a good person.
I don't care. Now goodbye, Brendan. I hope you two have a nice life. Or not. I really don't care either way. Not long after that, I moved into a new home and was finally able to begin my new life away from Brendan and his mother. I got a call from the guy who bought the old house soon after. Apparently, he was able to find more long-term tenants right away. Because of that, Brendan and his mother were left with barely enough time to finish packing and find a new place to live. The two of them have been scraping together a small pool of savings so that they can afford the moving fees and rent at their new place. But apparently they are cutting it very close to the deadline of when they need to move out. Brendan messaged me asking for help, but I told him that I no longer have anything to do with him and finally blocked him. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.